everyone knows that Pandreo can kill things, and everyone knows that Micaiah can be used to warp skip. But what if I told you there was a secret use to Micaiah that nobody wants you to know about? So Micaiah has this thing called Nosferatu, and Nosferatu is pretty good if you combine it with Holdout. And what it lets you do is it lets you do this. You can just run up to a group of enemies, equip Nosferatu, and as long as you deal enough damage to be above the Holdout threshold to not dying, you will just not die. So let's look at how that looks like. Let's observe. So he does 27 times 2. And he did just miss a 98, which is Fire Emblem for you. But he won't die, he'll be fine. He still won't die at the very least, because he heals up to like over 30%. Now if you want to increase the success rate of this, you can increase the holdout, and if you get him holdout plus plus plus, as long as he has more than 1 HP, he will be put at 1 HP instead of dying. Now with holdout base level, it's 2k SP, and you have to have at least 30%. So when he fights other mages, he tends to not deal that much damage, mostly because the might on Nos is not as high as it could be. But he does pretty much tank literally everything else in the game. So if you want a dumb endgame build, just throw like Pandreo, Ivy, or like an overleveled Anna. This is assuming they're all overleveled, to be honest, but you can throw any of these units on Micaiah, get Nos. And also I recommend boosting Nos. So let's go do that really quick. Let's go to Somniel. This is very important for this build because the damage on Nos, it's decent compared to other tomes, but you definitely want to use your free orbs on it. Now I'm assuming you haven't used your damage orbs yet, so this is really the key here. This is like half of what makes the build good, so I have to show that. So we showed what it can do. Now this team is on chapter 20, so I just beat chapter 19 and got Roy's paralog, so I'm not really over leveled for this paralog. Now against mages, if you had a higher level of holdout or more damage, like more magic stat, maybe you spirit dust, whoever's going to be doing this, they can get away with tanking those, but he doesn't deal enough damage to hit the 30% threshold, and he will slowly die to mages. But if we damage boosted him, if we got him holdout plus or holdout plus plus, he probably would be able to tank mages as well. Essentially this build lets you tank basically anything, because holdout, the only way you die with holdout is if something uses like an ability like Lodestar Rush or Twin Strike or whatever. There's certain bosses that can Lodestar you. So those are literally the only things that can kill it. Chain attacks cannot kill through holdout. Crits cannot kill through holdout. High might cannot kill through holdout. So what you do is you go to engage weapons, augment. You go all the way to Micaiah. Then you go to Nos. Now if you increase your bond rank with her, you can get more capacity. But the damage, you get +2 damage. And then you can also do +2 speed for free. You get 20 orbs for free. So essentially you get +2 speed, +2 damage. This allows you to hit doubling breakpoints more effectively. It only has a weight of 7 too. Most units on Mage Knight will have at least 7 build, like most magical units. So you can use it weightlessly, and it'll have decent enough damage that you can turn like an Anna, an Ivy, a Pandreo, maybe even a Citrine if you speed fix her enough, into a Nos tank that can just be sent into any group of enemies and they will not die. So this is definitely, I kind of want to say this is like a god tier build because you just don't die. You literally can't die. The only thing that could kill you in theory are like 3 ranges. That's really it. So it's like super high ass borderline god tier territory where you're just you're unkillable. There's no setup required. You don't have to hit a certain health threshold for like Wrath Vantage shenanigans. You literally just send them in and they start killing things. So it's pretty hard to compete with that. That's it for this one. Just want to go over this Pandreo build. This was actually recommended to me. Someone super chatted this to try out just for fun. And it's really good. It's really fun. It's really useful. But yeah, thanks for checking this out. Definitely like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.